friends. It is Tuesday, July 8th, 6:30 a.m. And I am 4 days post-show. My national show, NPC Universe, was on Friday, July 4th. So I've taken a couple days to just sit with it all, and I thought I would bring you a little bit through what's going on now, what I've been up to. Saturday was a travel day home, and Sunday was just kind of like a chill day. I'm getting ready for the gym right now. And then Monday was kind of a weird catch-up day. Today is kind of the same. Honestly, I feel like the mental landscape post-show is just so interesting. It's hard to explain. But last night I did do a little bit of post-show self-care, so I hadn't washed my hair yet since I got my blowout last Tuesday. Being blonde and having stage tan on, like my hair was starting to turn orange a little bit just from like me touching it with my hands, from it touching my back. So last night I washed my hair. What I love to use are these DP Hue brightening powder packets. As a blonde specialist, I do not like purple shampoos. I don't like the pigment, especially when you have like a nice blonde, because you can dull it and it can also change the color sometimes. It can make it like purpley or muddy looking. So anyways, this basically just clarifies it. If you've heard of Malibu treatment before, I prefer this. The Malibus make the hair feel like shit. This actually conditions the hair. It's a powder, you mix it with water. I have a lot of hair, so I use two. But it just basically takes out any mineral buildup and product buildup. It's amazing. So I did that last night, and my hair's actually so soft today. Some of the other products that I use, DP has a new detangler that I use. I really like that. And then K18 I use on my real hair up here and underneath. You don't want to put K18 on extensions because it can over protein the hair. So, and then I did do my tan drops on my face, Isle of Paradise, just subtly because I'm so pretty tan and my face is really pale. So on the beauty side of things. And then right now I sleep in braids, so I'm just gonna put like the tiniest bit of wave in the top of my head so I don't look insane. So anyways, that's just a little bit of the beauty routine. Macy wants to come hang out. Okay, so what have I been up to the last couple days for food? I'm sure everybody's wondering. So post-show food diaries. My last show, I could have had a meal off plan and I chose not to just because I didn't want to feel bad. Anytime, like I've been on this diet since February, which is like 5 months. It's like half a year. And so when I introduce new foods, typically we go for a burger. And so like adding in grease or sugar or anything, like I know what it does to my body, and not just my body, like my mind. Like I know how shitty it makes me feel. So after my last show, I just didn't even want to do it to myself. So I didn't. I just had like peak week I love because I get foods that normally aren't on my plan, like dates and bananas and more almond butter. And so I just stuck to my same foods. I just ate more of it, like an enjoyable amount. So, and oats, like I did like a nice oat bowl. That was really good. So anyways, that was after my first show and was satisfied. I was good. So after this show, Ryan got a meal off plan. And so our coach was like, told him like, enjoy a burger with KP tonight. And Ryan's a big burger guy, so I let him choose where we got our burgers from because my show was going so late and we basically just had to like order in, right? If I'm gonna have a burger, I want like a fancy burger with like a gluten-free bun and high quality ingredients, fancy truffle fries and stuff. Like that to me is the burger that I want. Whereas Ryan, his version of a good burger is like, he's a food snob, honestly. It's really hard to impress him with food. And so but he doesn't necessarily like fancy stuff like me. His taste is interesting when it comes to burgers. So anyways, he ended up choosing the burger spot. It was basically like a fast food burger. There was something else on the menu that sounded really good, because my favorite kind of food, this is so weird, I love lamb. I love Mediterranean food, and I like the gamey, I mean, it's higher fat, right? So that's why it tastes good, but I just like gyros, like I love that kind of food. It's like in a pita, preferably gluten-free, but even if it wasn't, I would eat it. And I like those kind of spices and flavors. So anyways, on this burger menu, there was like spiced beef in a pita situation. It was like Mediterranean inspired, like small little pockets basically. Told him to get that on the side and the burger and fries for me. And so I honestly ate 2 bites of the burger and I hated it. It wasn't good, honestly. It didn't taste good and I didn't want to eat it. So I didn't. Instead I ate those like little pita pocket things. But the thing is, with those kind of spices, sometimes like the onion, because it had like diced onion in it, sometimes that really upsets my stomach. I also had like a tahini sauce. I love tahini. Tahini's like my favorite thing ever. So I actually did enjoy that, but I knew as I was eating it, it was giving me a stomach ache. And I kept eating it. But I also got fries, and then I brought my own truffle salt, and I had the tahini sauce. So I actually really did enjoy our post-show meal. Kind of. I would have enjoyed it more if it was probably higher quality. But all in all, like, it was pretty good. But it made me feel really bad, like, immediately. I used to be such a sweets person until I started to be more aware of how sugar makes me feel, like, literally hungover the next day. Like, I don't really drink. I haven't drank over 6 months. But, like, even in my off season, like, I just don't enjoy it like I used to when I was younger. I feel like sugar gives me more of a hangover than alcohol. Like, if I were to have a glass of wine, or like a sugar cookie, or like a piece of candy or something, I feel like I would feel worse from eating sugar than I would from drinking alcohol. That's something I've learned. So anyways, that was post-show, and then I took the dates, and I like filled them with nut butter and put them in the freezer with salt. It was so yummy, you guys. That was like my post-show, but I did eat to the point where I was full. But I do feel like after show, there's like something chemically that happens in your brain. You kind of just like can't shut it off. And that was like the feeling I didn't want to have. But I will say, like, the last couple days, Ryan gets so annoyed with me because he's like, just enjoy it. But it's like, the thing is, it's like, it's not enjoyable. Like, when you have these urges to like eat and continue eating, it's like, I know I'm not going to feel good after. So like, why should I give in to that urge? And there's like that mental battle of like, you know, enjoy this. This is your food freedom, whatever. You work so hard, but it's like, I feel like it's a slippery slope when it comes to the mentality around that, to be honest. Like, my goal in life is to feel good in my mind and in my body. And when you have that like tug of war situation going on, like, there's nothing about it that feels good. In prep, like, I could just shut it off. It's like when I would get a craving, when I get hungry, I'd just be like, whatever, that's a nice thought. And now, like, now that I've allowed myself to, like, I don't even know if you call it intuitive. Like, I just, like, I'm not, like, weighing anything. I'm just, like, I want to eat this. This looks like a good amount. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to put this in my mouth. I'm going to do that. Or, you know what I mean? Now that I've allowed myself to do that, after I do it, and I wait, like, 5 minutes, like, it comes back, right? And so when it comes back, it's just, like, it's not really something that I'm, like, the noise is just louder. The urge is just more, right? So anyways, that's where I'm at. But I feel like every day it's less and less. Like, trust me, I have been through this process enough times where it's like, this would go on for weeks, honestly. Like, it was like half of my off-season once. Like, I could not shut it off. and I very much feel like in control, and I'm not having like horrible food feelings. And honestly, like, my face isn't horrible now, but like I'm breaking out a little bit, and it's been a couple days since eating. Something I like to do in the morning, this is kind of, it doesn't taste good, but it's baking soda and water. If you have any bloating, this really helps like break up that gas, so it like helps you go to the bathroom. And I'm gonna do my gut drink, which I do every morning. Really the only thing I've eaten was that burger. It was like off plan. Everything else, I was just like, I'm just gonna stick to my foods, but I'm just gonna eat what I want to eat in the amounts that I want to eat. I'm not gonna weigh it. So I did like some salads, and I put like tahini on it. So I made like a couple nice salads. I've been like doing dates stuffed with nut butter and putting coconut on top and like putting them in the freezer with salt. That's dangerous. What else? I'll do like a bowl of rice with banana, date, nut butter on it. Like that's like, that to me feels like a treat. Your mind is a lot bigger than your stomach, so you like want to eat a lot of it, and it's pretty dense food, right? It's real whole food, so it's like you get pretty full on it. And then my other guilty pleasure has been Drizzleicious. I've probably eaten my body weight in Drizzleicious, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite are the birthday cake and French toast. I was doing NAD. I have been doing NAD since October, and I think that's helped tremendously through prep. We were basically out, so when we did it, I think we did it last night, we only had a half dose. I just feel like the food noise is louder right now, and I don't know if it's like a habit thing where it's like allow yourself to just like, you know, put things in your mouth and like eat whatever you want, and then it's like a chemical thing where it's like more, and then it's like, well, am I gonna allow myself to do this? Because I haven't allowed myself to do that for 5 months. So I'm in a good place with food. Every day it's like less and less. I started yesterday being like, I'm just gonna be on plan. And then, you know, throughout the day, it's like, well, I'm gonna add a little banana here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this, I'm gonna do a little bit of that, I'm gonna live my life. And then today, I'm kind of more like, I think I just wanna get back on my plan. But we'll see, every day is what it is. I have not checked in with my coach yet. We kind of just like left things like, enjoy this time, enjoy this weekend, we'll touch base next week. I've been wanting to text him every day and be like, what's next? What's the plan? But Ryan's like, you need to chill, which, I mean, Ryan's the voice of reason. I just feel like I have so much momentum right now. Like, I even texted Ryan yesterday, and I was like, would it be a bad idea to do USA's, which is a show in Vegas in 2 weeks? I just don't want it to be over, you guys. I love this process so much. Like, I know I need to improve. I know it's time to go into improvement season, but I'm just like holding on for dear life. So, you know, it's just like the post-show waves that you ride. But anyways, that's kind of how I've been navigating my food. Ryan has a show next Wednesday, so we leave on Monday. And my coach has a show next Friday, I think. So he's like in the thick of prep too. So I'm fine. I have a lot of, you know, momentum right now that I want to use. I also know I need to just like chill out and be with myself right now. So that's how I get ready for the gym. Today I'm doing shoulders. Ryan's doing cardio right now. This is what I look like.
So this is me back in the gym post-show. This is actually my second workout post-show. I didn't record my Monday lower body day, but post-show pumps hit different because peak week, the training slows down, but the first real lift feels so good. You start feeling out again, strength starts creeping back in, and your body just really pops. So this was shoulder day, mid-workout and post-workout, and I just had to document it. It's wild how your physique shifts once you're fed, rested, and moving again. It's always a good reminder to document the journey as we transition into improvement season. It is Thursday, July 10th, 12:51 p.m. I just left Forever Young, and I got a post-show hydrofacial. You guys, my skin is so pissed that I ate a burger post-show and a little bit of sugar, an offensive amount of Drizzleicious. if I'm being honest. It's so upsetting that you can be in prep for 6 months and so diligent. Let's take a couple bites and it shows up right on your face. And that is the story of my life. I'm 6 days post-show. Tomorrow will be 1 week post-show. And if you've been through this process, you know that it can go one of a few different ways. And for me, it certainly has gone both ways in the past. There's been times where I've been like, I come out of show and I'm like so fearful to gain weight and lose all my hard work that I am just like so strict with myself and my food choices and all the things. So like I've definitely gone that route in the past for sure, but then it always turns into binging, obviously, or I've just like straight out the gate like really went for it and just like couldn't stop. So I've experienced both ways and sides of things. This experience has been like much better for me. I feel like your body is in such a vulnerable state after show, like your mind and your body. I've had a lot of self-control for sure. I've chosen not to reach for like junk food. I've just kind of allowed myself to eat the amounts that I feel like. And I will say I've gotten to bed a couple of nights and been like so full, like uncomfortably full. Just I've eaten more than I should have, because it's like you'll eat and then you'll be like, okay, I'm full. But then your mind's like, more, feed me more. So then you go back for more, obviously. Like I know what it's like to binge. Trust me. And I've felt very in control. The week after show, you guys, it's just like so many highs and lows. Like it's hard to explain. If you've been through this process, you know. But it's like you first have that initial show day high, right? And then you have like the come down where it's like, what's my purpose? And then, you know, you don't want to lose all the lines because the lines are going to fade. Your face is going to fill out. You know, you're not going to be show lean forever. Although it's fun. So I'm just kind of, I'm going through all that. It's also a full moon, so I don't think that really helps a lot. Also, Ryan has one more show, so I do think that has been an advantage, because when we have like done shows together and both been done at the same time, like Ryan's a big foodie. Not in a bad way, he just like enjoys food, like junk food. It does not affect him like me. Like his face will not look like mine if he eats a burger. If I have a gram of sugar and a bite of a burger, I will wear it on my face for 3 weeks. That's just the reality. And I will be so bloated, and it just affects me differently. I'm very, very, very sensitive girl. So that's why I feel like I thrive when I'm in competition prep, because like my skin's the best it ever is. Like I just do good in a controlled environment. But I'm learning to, you know, give myself a little bit of grace. I think the main objective for me is like, I just want to feel good in my body, feel good in my mind. And when I do have like bad foods, you don't want to say good or bad, but like anything processed, anything sugar, anything greasy, like it's not good for you, right? So when I do have like those bad foods, like it definitely hits me hard. It really affects me, but I've given myself some grace. I did try to like touch base with coach on Tuesday, and he just like shut me down because he didn't give me like an exact day to check in. He's like, oh, we'll talk next week. And I was like, okay, but it's been 3 days post show. Like, I feel like I should say something. Like he didn't tell me when to check in next. So I texted him on Tuesday and I was like, hey, I have a lot of momentum coming off show. I just want to let you know where I'm at. And, you know, I'm trying to get back on plan, but I'm still eating a little bit of banana. And he was like, KP, like, eat a pastry. Be a human. But it's like, I don't want to be a human. I just love being a bodybuilder, but you have to. So I will say that day I was just like, I did like the most human thing possible, and I just like ate what I wanted. And I didn't feel good after. I went to bed really freaking full, and I enjoyed it, honestly. So I'm glad I did that. I'm glad he told me to take a break. It literally like brought me back down to earth. So I did do that. But I had some really good workouts as a result. I do check in tomorrow. So I'm checking in 1 week post show. I've been staying off the scale. I don't know how much I weigh. I don't really care. Like I I'm trying to just like shift my perspective a little bit and be more about enjoying the process and eating good, feeling good, lifting strong, improving, so that I can do this again and so that I can do it better. So it's been an emotional roller coaster, I will not lie, but Ryan has one more show, so I'm excited to be like in the bodybuilding atmosphere. I'm excited to set some goals. I emailed the judges for feedback, so I'm waiting to hear back on that. I'm looking forward to hearing what my coach has to say moving forward. Like, I just want to know. I just want to know what's next. I just want to know, like, for my mental, so I can like look ahead and stay motivated. But I'm also very much just like trying to be in the present. I just got my post-show hydrofacial. I got a massage for my birthday from our yoga and Pilates team. I haven't used it yet. I really wanted to do that today because today's a rest day. So I did some cardio this morning, fasted, and then my hydrofacial, but there weren't any openings today, so I didn't do that. I'll save it. Ryan's show is next Wednesday. We leave on Sunday. I'm excited for him. And again, I'm happy that I had him like still locked into prep so that I could like come down from this show myself, because I would have been more likely to overindulge with my choices. Whereas now I feel like I'm a little more balanced mentally coming out of show, that I can make more informed decisions when he's done, and be like more focused on feeling good and like not stuffing myself like I have in the past. I feel like we are all probably pretty guilty of that if we're a bodybuilder. If you haven't had that experience, you're lying. I feel like everyone's had that experience. We're human. And it's annoying to me seeing all these girls that just did a show and posting like, oh, I'm 1 pound above stage weight. And it's like, okay, good for you. No one cares. Like, we're going to gain weight, you guys. You can't go from like being under 10% body fat to like healthy without gaining weight. So it's just part of the process. I would love to say I spent my rest day resting, but the truth is being home means catching up on everything, and that includes stepping back into our business, and yes, that means scrubbing bathrooms. People forget that although Forever Young is a franchise, we are still a small business and someone has to do the dirty work. Most of the time it's me, but honestly, I've had so much energy this week thanks to the post-show food. I have not minded one bit. Ryan and I took a walk through our town with a little decaf coffee and wrapped up the night with my favorite thing ever, dandelion root tea. And those surprised post-cleaning vascularity moments are always a bonus.
It's Friday, July 11th, and today is my first check-in day post-show, so my check-ins consist of weight, fasted, and photos. So I just took my weight. I'm 125.8. On show day, I was 123.8. So I'm up 2 pounds in a week. I don't think we're really looking for anything in particular this week. We're just like reestablishing our baseline. The lines are fading, but that's normal. So check-in time, I do that right here. Do all my photos, send that over to coach. I do not know what day it is. I was gonna come on here and say, it's 1 week post-show, but it's not. It's a week and a day. So yesterday I checked in with my coach for the first time since show, and I also got my feedback from the judges. So checking with coach, I was up 2 pounds since show day. So I don't know, we weren't really looking for anything. I wasn't really expecting anything. I was hoping not to be up like 5 or 10 pounds. I feel like mentally you kind of feel like you will be, but I'm proud that I was able to like keep it in a good amount. Because it's gone different directions before, I'm just saying. So I was up 2 pounds. So basically we're just gonna reestablish our baseline. So I have a new meal plan, which I'm pretty excited about, because one thing is, in the 2 years that I've been working with my coach, I don't like my meal plan's very basic, which I think does work best for my body. But after 2 years of just like eating rice and chicken and vegetables, this peak week was really nice because we tried some new things. So I got some new foods like banana and blueberries and dates. So I was super excited when I got my plan today because we have bananas, we have strawberries, we have blueberries, and one thing that I haven't had for like, I think a year and a half is protein powder. So I get protein powder, I get a cream of rice. So this is a very exciting time for me. Just like, it's important to keep things basic and locked in. I do very well on that. And then, you know, you have your meal off plan a week or whatever. I think my body does 100% do best on that, but when you get added in some more exciting foods, it makes it fun. So food's a little higher to establish a new baseline, which is great. My fats are higher. I get beef, eggs, almond butter. And then training, we're keeping training the same right now, but my cardio has lessened, but I have 3 different cardio days. So I have like my training day cardio, which is just 20 minutes post-train. And then my upper body day cardio. So I have 2 upper body days, 3 lower. So my lower is 20 minutes, and then my upper body is 30 minutes, and then my rest day is 35 minutes fasted. And my heart rate target is a little bit lower. It's like between 115 and 125, whereas before it was between 120 and 130. So those are just kind of the adjustments we're making initially, going into improvement season. And then for the feedback, I'm going to come back for that one because I was very surprised with the feedback I got because it was very detailed and lengthy, which I thought it was going to be like 2 sentences. So lots of good feedback that I'm going to share with you in a little bit. But right now it's Saturday. We have to work out Forever Young. We're going to train after, and then we leave tomorrow for Ryan's show. So we have lots to do today. I'm just going to go do my gut drink, mushroom coffee, and fasted cardio.
My gut drink is apple cider vinegar, lemon, water, glutamine, and aloe vera juice. But let me put you on to this mushroom coffee real quick. I'm going to put the link in the description, but this stuff has changed my life. It just makes me so chill. I take this coffee before my regular coffee, so any anxiety or bad feelings you get from caffeine, this mitigates that.
Just a little BTS of madness. We're doing all the things in preparation to leave for Pittsburgh tomorrow. So we are trying to sell our house. So we have showings while we're away. And so I'm cleaning right now. Deep cleaning, laundry, packing, all of the things. And Ryan is getting his meals, foods packed and ready to go. It's almost showtime. So if you've never heard of a steam mop, let me put you on real quick. I have been cleaning my little heart out this week. I don't even know why I bothered with cardio. My steps are supposed to be coming down. Like the last couple of days I've had 13,000 steps and I'm supposed to get 8,000. Just because I've only had a few days home this week to kind of get everything in order. And before like my last 8 weeks of prep, I was so low energy. I normally do most of the cleaning duties at our businesses, and I stepped away from the daily operations to kind of like take care of my mental, and just because like I literally didn't have the energy. So I've kind of come back to a mess. So the last 3 days have been spent cleaning our facilities during the day, and now I'm like today we went in and I cleaned from 9 a.m. to 12:30. I did have a health coaching client during that time, and Ryan was basically front desk, and then we went and did
our workout. So I trained back, and then we came home, and since we got home, I cleaned and steam mopped our car. So we have a clean car because we're driving to Pittsburgh. It's going to be like a 7-hour drive. And then now I'm steam mopping our entire house. This thing's great. Everyone should buy one. But yeah, both of Ryan's shows we've driven to, which is honestly so much better than flying because you don't have to worry about your bag being too heavy. I don't have to worry about overpacking. I can just shove things in the car. So I'm looking forward to a little road trip tomorrow and posting this YouTube, but tonight I still need to cut Ryan's hair, and I need to wash my hair before we go and get all my food together. I am on plan, but I'm not hungry, so I'll just kind of I will follow my plan this week. I'll still get my workouts in because our hotel, we found a couple gyms close by. So we arrive Sunday, Ryan shows Wednesday, and we'll drive home on Thursday. So I will say the drama this week was I left my laptop in the security bin at LaGuardia on our way home from my show. I was just so out of it from the exhaustion and all the things. I didn't realize it because in my mind, I was like, self-care. I'm not working this entire trip home. I'm not working tomorrow morning. Self-care, right? But I kept reaching for my laptop and I couldn't find it, but I was like, oh, it's a sign. I'm not supposed to be working right now. Well, about 24 hours after our flight took off, I finally started to panic because I couldn't find my laptop and I needed it. And I realized I had left it in the security bin. I never grabbed it after going through security. So I started to panic. You cannot talk to somebody, so you have to send an email to TSA. And it was do not send multiple emails. It'll backlog us. So please be patient. We'll get back to you within 5 days. I think I heard back a day and a half later. And they basically were we need more information. And so I sent them lots of information. Even you have the Find My MacBook, because for Apple you can have everything connected, and it said it was at LaGuardia. And I sent picture. I had taken a selfie of me working on my laptop the night before, sent that as proof. But that was 2 days ago. I sent all my proof and I have yet to hear back. So I'm considering making a hair date just for an excuse to go to New York and get my laptop, because I imagine by the time I hear back from them and probably whatever it's going to cost me to ship it to myself, it'll probably be cheaper and quicker to just go and get it. Anyways, it's kind of made my life not a lot of fun this week, because I kind of need my laptop to function. So yeah, that's been a whole thing. And then my social media failed me for Together Yoga and Pilates. I had 3 weeks worth of content scheduled, and I think I know what happened. My storage has just been full. So I've been deleting all my files and all the everything. So I started deleting apps, and I accidentally deleted Instagram. I didn't mean to. And I don't know if doing that wiped everything I had scheduled. I don't know why it would. But I logged back in and the scheduled content button was gone. And I found out because normally things post at 8 a.m. and nothing had posted that day. So I went in to look, the button was gone. I went back a little bit later, and the thing for the next day was still scheduled, but everything else gone. 15 hours of work. So I've got probably 2 hours left of cleaning, but I need to eat because I have 2 meals left for the day. And I need to prepare all my gut drinks that I'm going to be bringing with me. So I'm going to eat, clean, do Ryan's hair, clean some more, wash my hair, blow dry my hair, update you guys on my feedback, and call it a night. It's Sunday, July 13th, 9:11 a.m. Worst time to look at the clock. I am back. I did not wash my hair last night, but we are tying up all loose ends here at home and about to get on the road for Pittsburgh in hopefully the next hour and a half. Sunday is rest day. I just did my fasted cardio. I'm on 35 minutes right now. Ryan's in the shower, and I promised you guys I would tell you my feedback, so I'm going to do that real quick. So I was actually very surprised because I got a very long response, but in the Ryan's going to kill me that I'm doing this right now, so I'm going to go hide in the bathroom. Okay, let me get good light. I'm going to sit on the toilet here. Okay. Are you ready? You guys, if you're not a social media person, you just don't even get it. So, in the short term, the main focus should be on coming in just a bit tighter overall, particularly through the glute and ham tie-in area and core. That slight improvement in conditioning is likely what separated you from the top few spots. I kind of knew this. However, Atlantic States 4 weeks earlier, they told me to come in fuller and keep conditioning. So there's a fine line with coming in fuller and happy with how he looked, and I understand this totally. So moving forward for long term, so that's really like what he's saying separated me from the top few spots. Like short term, now if I were to do another show, what to do differently. Long term development is adding a touch more lat width that would really help enhance my front pose and overall shape, continuing to build glute density. And arms already have good density, but grow delts in pace with that. So adding more side delt will help around my upper body without throwing off my balance. So a little more shoulders, but don't overpower with the arms. More muscle overall is what he's saying. Like a little bit more lat width, a little more shoulders, glute density. So that's my feedback from Universe 2025. And I'm looking forward to improving and going back next year. And that is all for this week's YouTube. We are off to Pittsburgh and Ryan's last show of the season. Let's go.